Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Sharvari Patil's Technical Talk. In this video, we are going to cover classification of discrete time signals with solved examples. So let's begin. Classification of discrete time signals. Your discrete time signal is classified into deterministic signal or random signal. The second type of classification is periodic or non-periodic, even and odd signal, energy power signal, and the last type of classification is causal or non-causal signal. Okay, so like the name says, what is deterministic signal? Thus, deterministic signal is something which we can determine or which can be formulated. So when I say that these are the values of my signal at n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, that means this type of signal could be determined, right? So when I say xn is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, okay, so these are the values of my signal. So I can determine the value of this signal at a particular interval of time, and hence I can say that this is a deterministic signal. If I say x of n is equal to unit ramp signal, then also I can define the value of this signal at a particular instance of time, and hence the signals which can be determined at a particular instance of time are your discrete time deterministic signals. Okay, now if these are deterministic, what is a random signal? The very simple example of random signal is a noise. Okay, so it is just a sudden type of signal which gets generated and nobody is aware of it. So this signal, like the definition says, it is characterized by uncertainty of occurrence. So the example for this is a noise. Okay, so we cannot determine what will be the level of noise, volume of noise at a particular instance. It can be high, it can get low for some time. So this cannot be determined. We cannot formulate this type of signal. Hence, it is called as a random signal. So the very first type in which your discrete time signal is classified is deterministic and random signal. Next type of signal that we are going to study is periodic or non-periodic signal. So what is a periodic signal? Periodic signal is nothing but a signal which will repeat itself after a regular interval of time. Okay, so as mentioned here, a signal which has definite pattern or repeat itself at regular intervals is called as a periodic signal. Next, we are going to see an example to classify whether a signal is periodic or non-periodic. We will be given an equation of a signal, discrete time signal, and we will determine whether it is a periodic signal or a non-periodic signal. Here we have given the value of xn, right, which is sine of 0.02 pi n, and we have to identify whether this signal is periodic or non-periodic. Okay, so the simple steps that we have to perform, which are written here, is we are going to compare this xn with sine of 2 pi fn. Okay, so what we are doing basically here is we are trying to find the value of f here. Okay, so see what is done next. So if we compare the given equation with x or xn is equal to sine of 2 pi fn, what is the value of 2 pi fn? 2 pi fn is going to be equal to 0.02 pi n. Okay, so now the pi values will get cancelled, n will get cancelled. So what is the value of f that I am getting? My f will be 0.02, 2 will come here and it will become divided by 2, which is equal to 0.01, which can be written as 1 by 100. Okay, clear here? And then when I write it as 1 by 100, which is the reduced form of f, what I have got, this can be written as k by n. And now this n, that is the denominator, is my fundamental period. So to identify or to classify whether a signal is periodic or not, this term that we are getting should be a rational number. That means your numerator and your denominator, both the values should be rational numbers, okay, and not irrational numbers. So whenever your numerator and denominator are rational numbers, your given signal is periodic. So last statement we have to write is here f is expressed as the ratio of two integers with k is equal to 1 and n is equal to 100. So it is rational, and hence the given signal is periodic with fundamental period n as 100. So let's solve this second sum, right? So now we will see that what is the first step we perform when we have to identify whether the signal is periodic or non-periodic is we have to compare it with comparing xn is equal to sine of 2 pi fn, right? So after comparison, what do I get? Therefore 2 pi fn will be equal to phi pi n, correct? So pi n is gone. So f, what do I get? F, my value of f is 5 by 2. Okay, so my signal, what do I get the value of f? F is 5 by 2. We need not convert it into decimal form. This is the reduced value. We cannot reduce numerator or denominator anymore, right? So this is my k by n, and since both these are rational numbers, I have to write the statement once again, right? That f is expressed in terms of ratio of two integers, that is k is equal to, what is the value of k here? K here is 5 and the value of my fundamental period here is 2, and therefore the signal is periodic. Let's move to the next sum where xn is equal to cos of 4n, right? So again, the very first statement is going to be the same thing, that I'm going to compare xn with cos of 2 pi fn, right? So now when I compare this with 2 pi fn, therefore what I will write? 2 pi fn is equal to 4n, correct? Now when I cancel this and if I try to find the value of f, what I'm going to get is 4 upon 2 pi, or if I reduce this, it is going to be 2 by pi, correct? Now if you know that pi is an irrational number, okay, since this is an irrational number, okay, so my xn is non-periodic. Or aperiodic. Thank you everyone for watching. Do subscribe for more interesting videos.